Now, I don't know if we're live everywhere. I know that I'm live on Instagram right now, and I know that I'm live on Spreaker, but I don't know if I'm live on YouTube. And there's really not a way to do that because Spreaker posts it. So, no, we'll figure it out later. Pardon if I have any coughs. It's because I had the COVID for the second time now. It's a badge of honor for me. But I will be muting my microphone on the podcast from time to time so that you don't have to have the penetration in your ear pussy of my cough, which is coming up, which is why I was giving that pretext there. G-Pain in the house of the Buck Stallion. Welcome, everybody. It is now. Did I unmute it? Yes, good. It is now time for my Sunday session. I have some shit to tell you. I have some feelings about some things, and they're all good unless they're pertaining to you, and you aren't feeling good about what I say. But that is going to be how you process what I talk about today. It's because it's very general. It's very broad. But at the same time, like it's not necessarily talking to anybody in particular. Okay, that's what spiritualism really is about. It's about accepting the things that you're hearing and putting them, processing them, and utilizing them in your universe, because your universe is not my fucking universe, bud. Okay? Speaking of, Ty Bud's in the house, G-Pain in the house. You know, today is one of those days where I feel like I took mushrooms, but I didn't take mushrooms. I was on COVID! But I'm fine. I'm saying like that to fuck up with the algorithms. Maybe it won't get so many fucking things. Anytime that I mention the deadly virus, the deadly man-made virus, I will be saying it in such a way so as to fuck with their algorithms. And also, I'm kind of punk rock like that. First off, community announcements. Shout out to Adam White. Adam White is getting married, and he's marrying a girl, so that's dope. And what else? I'm going to be the minister. I'm going to be the pastor on board, asking them if they do to each other, and they are going to say I do, because I am not going to go all the way to Santa Cruz for nothing. All right. So if you guys know Adam White and Santa Cruz Slop Opera, Dog Brother, give him a shout out. But don't try to crash the wedding, because we don't want you there, or else you would have gotten an invite. Like I did, about 2 days ago. He would have called you and said, "Do you want to come hang out with me and make this girl my wife? We're gonna go hang out, do stuff all day, but maybe before sunset we could go to a cool place where nobody else will find us, and you can marry us." And I said, "Yes, I have the credentials to do that." And so I did. I'm gonna do that. But that's the first thing. What else? There's other things. Have you looked at the video Sexist by Pussy Riot? No? You haven't seen it? Well, and you haven't seen me and my tidy whities beating up a teddy bear. Okay? There's a lot of things you're missing in your universe. And again, that's all this show is about. If you are feeling guilt right now because you haven't seen that video, go look it up on YouTube. I got gnats in the studio. I apologize. Studio lights red. Oh no, I forgot. I didn't say the fucking word. Computer studio lights red. Now sometimes, that'll keep the bugs off of me, but also the bugs come at me because I have carbon dioxide coming out of my face 90% of the fucking time. The other 10% of the time is like whenever I'm inhaling the fucking bug. Computer torch white. Sorry, it's too red room in here. And maybe they'll go to that. But so much. Okay. Where was I with that? Did I say everything I needed to do about that? Quiz bang? Pussy Riot. Oh yeah, I said that. Go look up Pussy Riot. Sexist. I'm not allowed to play the song on the podcast because I don't have the rights. But I do have the right to tell you to go watch the video and see if you can find me. See if you can find me looking like Tom Selleck, dressed as Elvis, and also Bona Vega's in that video with me. I don't know if you know Bona Vega, but he's got a real beautiful face normally if you look him up, but his face is not pretty in the video because we're sexist. They didn't do a lot of makeup on me. We don't have to talk about that. I thought she kept telling me I was perfect. It was kind of fucked up. But yeah. So anyways, what else? Oh, songs. So many songs are out right now by Buck Stallion. And this is my 45th year of making music for the world. 45 years. And so I made pins that you can get on Etsy with Sir Dank-A-Lot, Bedank pins. Dank Pins Company. Made a Buck Stallion presidential, and it's dope as fuck, and you can pick them up on Etsy if you look up Buck Stallion's Emporium. The Testarosa's Rap Star album is finally dropping, and that is super dope because some of it's been released, in weird ways, smidgens here and there, but this is nicely processed, evenly EQ'd, I would say, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how the digital world absorbs it. Everything comes out different. I just put out a song called We're Probably Gonna Die Tonight. And it hasn't even hit yet, but it's a very short song, but it's still a really good song. Computer studio lights blue. Well, I want to bring the lights back up. I gotta cool it out. It was somebody said, I saw G-Pain said that those horns just came out. But that's not true. That's not true, G-Pain. In a lot of ways, the horns never left. Okay. Computer torch white. So, what I wanted to talk today about actually is I was preaching to my cats last night, and then I realized I need to say this for the humans. The cats don't care. The cats will never really pay attention to what I'm saying Um, but uh, what was it? What was it? I was telling the cats. Okay, I gotta kind of go through it again in my head. Like, so feeding the cats. Cat's walking over, comes over, rubs up against my leg. I go to pet it. It's like no, and then it comes back, and then that's whenever I started, and it was like, um, not everybody's gonna like you, cat. Not everybody's gonna like the way you did that to people. You know, like that's how you are, cat. That's just how you are. And like some people are gonna be like, man, they're gonna tell other people about you. They're gonna be like, yeah, there's this cat, and he walks over to me, and as soon as, and it's like, yeah, what's up? And then like as soon as I go to pet it, it's like, fuck you. And there's like a lot of humans that are like that. I'm a lot like that. And so why am I getting mad at this cat? Like, why would I even feel weird towards this cat for being just like me? Like, it's almost like a mirror attraction. There's this cartoon. I don't know what the fuck it is because I don't watch a lot of cartoons um, in Japanese, but because I can't even enjoy it. I mean, I'll watch it to take chunks of it, remix it, and put it to like some techno or some ministry or something rapid, and I'll edit it. I'll spend the time watching it, editing it, but you can't really watch it if you don't know Japanese because you're too busy watching the subtitles. I'll give you an example. Uh, I saw this movie in France, and who I was like one of the only people that was laughing at all the parts because they're American jokes, and all the French people in the audience at the theater, they just um, they just they weren't they didn't get it because what they were seeing on the screen is you have a choice to make. You either read the subtitles or you watch the TV. And if you don't know English very well, because you're French and you kind of know English, but you don't know it and you don't know it that good, then um, the what is it? The ambience. What's the word? The um. Oh, hold on, I got a cough. I don't know. The gist the gist of the joke is lost. Okay, if you don't have a point, if, like if you don't know the English language well enough to understand puns, or I don't know what the fucking even joke was. I just know there was at least 3 times where I was feeling bad about myself for being an American in France watching Hook. It's out on VHS. Go check it out. Hook. It's really good. It came out in 1991. It was actually in Paris before it was in America. Um, this came out at the same time as Johnny Suede with Brad Pitt and Samuel L. Jackson. I highly recommend that. There's a lot of good movies on VHS out there right now. It's hard to find them in the plastic though, and that's you don't want the tape to be dried out. This tape is 30 years old. You know, whenever I decide to watch it, like uh, it's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be good. You're gonna be able to really tell in the video how clean it is. But that cat, it came over, it brushed up against me. I was like, cat, like, you're not everybody's cup of tea, cat. You're not everybody's Cardi B, cat. You're not everybody's Felicity Huffman. Is that a person? Okay. Actors' names, like, they don't, like, whenever somebody, I just saw, that was something death, that I did want to talk about death, because so many people are dying, and none of it is from COVID. None of it. It's all from, like, cancer and heart attacks and overdoses and stress and heart attacks. And whenever I had COVID, that shit. The first time I thought it was the flu, and I was like, oh shit. And then, like, as I'm coming through the sweats, they started giving it a name on the news and giving, like, all the things that people could pretend they have, so that they could go, I have it, and then they could come in and they could get it by standing around a bunch of people that probably actually do have it, because they think they might have it, but really all they had was a cold. And if I can stand in this room, now they have it for sure. And now by the time everybody gets tested, and then they take these tests half-assed. They're like handing you paperwork in the drive-thru. They're handing you the paperwork, and then they're just like sticking it to your vial, and then they're throwing all the vials together. So it's like right now we're creating it ourselves by hanging out with people. And so, it's okay to be looked at like that cat sometimes. It's okay to be that cat that, comes around whenever it's convenient for you. It's okay to be that cat that, only calls whenever you actually need something. And then like, when you decide randomly that you're going to call and you're going to say something like, hey, what are you up to? I'm not calling for any reason. Like, that's suspect, first of all. Second of all, bullshit, And, like, the last time you called, you were like, hey, would you be the Mad Hatter at my fucking kid's birthday? And I'm like, didn't you just have your kid? And you already need a Mad Hatter part. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm there, of course. I'm there. I'm always going to be there for you, And so then I sit, and I don't even know the Johnny Depp Mad Hatter. You know what I mean? I just know the book Mad Hatter and the Tom Petty Mad Hatter. So, like, I gotta go and I gotta watch Alice in Wonderland now, and I gotta watch the fucking Through the Looking Glass, and then I gotta watch all the YouTube interviews, and I gotta really study the character of what this is, because this is what I would do for my friend, even if they weren't sick. You know what I mean? This is what I would do. I would bring them soup even when they're not sick. You don't have to have a reason to call. You don't have to have a reason. The cat wanted fucking food. That was the only thing that cat wanted. And it came over and it was like, yeah, dude, what's up? I love you. And I'm like, cool, I love you too. And it's like, no. That's not the love I want. I want the food in the pile right where you usually put it. Without the touch. Don't fucking touch me. Do not touch my fucking head. And you know what? Sometimes I'm that cat. Sometimes I'm the one that's like, don't fucking touch me. Okay? Just put the fucking food, put the request for repair in text. And that's the other thing. We're in a day now where, like, let's quit beating around the bush, people. We gotta quit beating around the bush on how we want to interact with people, because now some of you fucking haven't even come out of your house in so long. I don't even think you know how to act. That's why the Karen's number is going up. Like, I remember I was working for a flower company. I was delivering flowers, Buck Stallion's Floral Emporium. It still exists too, even without me. A weird thing. But you can go and drive my route, and you can actually see the Barbecue Karen in Oakland. You can see that spot, and I probably missed it by like 10 minutes, and I was probably dealing with traffic or a fucking homeless guy doing naked cartwheels, or, you know what I mean, some other fucking bullshit that Oakland provides. But Barbecue Karen was like our first major Karen. She was like our first national Karen, and I feel like you guys, that's like a virus too. But like we all are kind of Karens in our own way, right? Like, we all have that moment. Like yesterday, I got some fucking chicken from KFC. I haven't gone to KFC in a while. I feel like the last time I went to a KFC, it was one of those A&W KFCs, and the bitch, the first thing she says is, "We are out of chicken." And then I come driving around, you know, I worked at KFC. I know why that they're out of chicken, because they didn't fucking cook any chicken. You know what I mean? So as I drive around the side, as I'm leaving the drive-thru, because I have to, because all I wanted was chicken from KFC. I didn't come for an overpriced root beer. You know what I mean? So as I drive around, I see this girl hanging out the window all and I'm like, "Hey, why don't you quit talking and go cook some chicken?" You know? Sometimes people just need to do your fucking job, and then you won't ruin everybody else's thing. I mean, I get it if you're sick. If you got to take a couple weeks because you got the oh, fucking COVID. Okay, if you finally get it, or you know what, some of you are getting the needle, and I commend you for that. That's dope, getting a needle. Hell yeah, get that shit. You deserve that. But that isn't for everybody. I have a friend, she drives around in a bus talking about that, talking about not getting those, and she was talking about it before all this shit happened, and I was I've been trying to get an interview with her, but she tells me that she's getting death threats, and now they're moving to a place where everybody else is on that same game plan, I guess. I don't know. Similar community, yeah. Austin always seems like it's that place. I don't want to sound like Tim Dillon or anything, but it's funny. It's funny to do something and then watch other people grow doing that. The one thing that isn't fun, though, and I've been seeing a lot of things online about hobbies, you know, like people getting mad at the noobs coming into a hobby because the veterans are such pricks. And that is so true on anything. That's music, that's comedy, that's acting, that's, you know, I puffed up because I saw Jeremy Renner has music out. He's been putting out music since, I guess, Pup Patrol. He did a song for Pup Patrol, maybe? Paw Patrol? Pup? Super Pup? I don't know. 2018, he gets his foot in the door. Now, it's weird, though, because I just now paid attention. I thought he was doing like an Eminem strip club, like, yeah, I run a strip club. I'm Jeremy Renner. Totally makes sense, right? But what he's actually doing is he's framing it. If you go look at Main Attraction by Jeremy Renner. Look at the cover art, and you'll see he's showing Modesto. He's showing his Modesto. I swear to God he is. Because he's got like some barn shit going on. And so there's this barn with sunlight and shit coming through, and he's got this curtain draped, and he's holding the curtain open, but the curtain is like an infinity mirror. It's a purple, and it looks like it's a fucking massage parlor. You know, let's say what it is. It's a massage parlor for Jeremy Renner, but it's in a barn in the middle of the day, and he's like in like a suit. I don't know if I could. And he's like he's like in a velvety, like not like a velvety, but like one of those like the shiny ones that I like that I'll never get because you got to be hella skinny to wear them. But it's just fun. Sometimes it's fun to watch people fucking fail in things that you've already failed on and grown through and been able to develop the skill for. But sometimes it's very annoying. It's annoying to be a part. It's cringy. Nobody wants to be cringy. Oh shit! Speaking of cringe, that reminds me. Okay, fuck. I know what to do. Okay. I just now thought, dude. I have. This is our first. This is our first session, but I have mail. I don't have a special song for it. Can you grab it for me? So I don't have any. I didn't do any pre-production. I just decided to do this last night because I needed to get back going again. Being sick, just before I got sick, I did a podcast with this girl Michelle, and she's dope. She lost a bunch of weight. Well, she had like a crazy battle with weight loss, and she ended up doing the surgery. But dude, I thought she was somebody else completely. Like, and then whenever I met her, she's like a little mouse girl, like pink or something. I told her she was like the cute Dixie chick. But I have this package from my friend in New York, and he's out there in Brooklyn doing artistic type stuff, and I've purposely saved because I know what's in here, but I wanted some sort of an unboxing, and so I'm doing it on my podcast. Shout out to Alex. We're going to read some passages from Alex's book right now. His book is called The Bitch Gave Me Jew Balls. And it is a beautiful book already. Just the weight of it. This is not a book at all. It's a book in the sense of, see, and it actually, you can't see this on the podcast audio, but it says, the bitch gave me, and he's about to say blue balls, but he crosses out the BLU, and he puts Jew balls, and I love that. It's just a great title for a book. I always wanted to be Jewish. I have a menorah. Spin your fucking dreidel. So we're going to take a look into the Alex Beanstalk Volume 1, The Bitch Gave Me Jew Balls. Now, looking at the back, this is a beautiful that's a sashimi. He's got a beautiful sashimi boat on the back of the cover. It says, I only respect cops. Alex Beanstalk 2021. And that's nice. Sashimi. I really like sashimi. And those look, dude, the eggs. He's got the eggs in there. So we're going to let's go with the first page right out the gate. Oh, it's not a real Post-it. Oh my God, he got me right out the gate. The first page, I thought there was a Post-it there. It's printed. I thought I had a special message. That's fucking great. He already got me. Most people want to be someone else, not me. I hate everyone else. Wow. That is beauty. That is a beauty. Am I right? No? No? Okay. So let's go. This drawing. I don't know. This is clearly one of his drawings, though. I don't know if you can see that. It's some really good Monster can in the corner there. Oh, we're getting into some Rugrats pornography there, and it says Lucky Chucky, and he's got man boobs. He's got some boobs, and he's taking it in the ass from Master Stu. And then on the other page it says, "She let me suck a titty for a fitty." And I know in a lot of ways that some of you won't find inspiration in that, but some of you need to go suck a titty for free, and then suck a titty for fitty, and see what the difference is. I can tell you, I've sucked a titty for fitty, and it's got a lot of glitter, and sometimes it tastes like that horrible stripper vanilla. Thank you, Alex Beanstalk. We'll come back to that on another episode. We'll do another couple pages. I think that was a lot right there. We're already 30 minutes past the hour. My name is Buck Stallion. I want to thank you again for joining us. We are live on Wake and Bake podcast on Instagram, video and audio, hopefully. I don't know. And we are also live on Spreaker. Not sure if I'm live on other platforms today. I don't know. It tells me that I am going to a bunch of places. But today's show, we are doing some fundraising. And I was going to do it for like a children's hospital. But I don't really believe that those kids are getting any of that money anymore. And so I'm trying a new one. It's the Children's for Music Foundation, CMF.org. But there's a thing. We've got 0 donations so far, and that's okay. Probably gonna be how the whole show goes for this first time, but I just wanted to let the listeners know. And if you're listening to this later, you know what kind of foundations I'm fucking with. I'm not fucking with cancer foundations anymore. I'm not fucking with children's hospitals. I'm not fucking with housing. I'm not fucking with veteran shit, because I only believe in like actually giving the money straight to the veterans. Like. That's just how, like, I've seen these programs, and it's a lot of fucking bullshit. And somebody's getting paid. Somebody's got a nice car in that office, and fuck you. But that's just that's just my truth. But I'm going to bet on this horse for a while, because to me, music, if you're if you're a kid that's been through some trauma, getting you meds probably isn't the answer for all of them. Getting the meds or getting put in adoptions, there's all kinds of ways that adults are fucking kids up, and music has always been one of the ways. Well, there's sports too, but I still feel like sports, especially with this new Will Smith movie coming out, I feel like sports becomes like more of a vicarious living. Music is always going to be a good voice, even if you can't sing. There's a lot of horrible singers out there. Bob Dylan fucking sucks balls, okay? And people love his shit because somehow in our heads we correct it, and whenever we sing it back in our heads, we're singing it the right way. But Bob Dylan is a fucking idiot. And I don't know how he made it as long as he did. I think he inherited money. I don't know. You look back, like even Drake's dad made music. So now, Drake was like, I'm going to be a rebel. I don't want to do music like you, Dad. I'm going to be an actor. And now he's the actor that turned into this rapper. But see, for me, I never watched the fucking kid whenever he pretended to be a paraplegic. So I didn't care about him. You know what I mean? All I know is I'm trying to watch a movie and I keep having to watch this dude tell me about Sprite in a microphone like it's tight as fuck. Yeah, man. I'm drinking Sprite. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Fuck you, Drake. Him and fucking. I'm just sick of everybody that I gotta hear a million times. It's not funny. It's funny like at first. We the best. That's funny. You know what I mean? It's funny a couple of times. Or what? Okay, like that was funny for like a while. But we're talking like these motherfuckers. We've been letting them do it for like decades now. It's nauseating. Stop. That's why I'm going back to like my guitar shit. Not only can I pretend that I'm doing it on stage with an empty stringed guitar or a stringless guitar, but I'm just saying like um I'm trying I like I'm I'm putting I think I'm going to, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do like a full on tribal album. Just me and some bongos and my wiener. I'm not even going to hit the bongo with my hand ever. Only my wiener. And then I'll just sing, I'll do like multi-track. So, because, dude, I'm not going to be able to get a bunch of people to come hang out and watch me bang a drum with my wiener. DJ Liberty will come. And, maybe Tony. Brian might come. Yeah, that's about it. Um, Kate would say she's gonna show up, and then show up when it's over. And then like Ryan would say he's gonna come, and he'd never show up, or he'd come, and then he would just like go backwards into a bush at some point, like a Simpson. That's that. I'm glad I talked about that right now because that was what I wanted to talk about was language. I have a couple of terms that I use whenever I am expanding my thought process, and one of them that Nostradamus and I came up with was called. It was Hober. We hobered, and it was like it's a fractal. Basically, if you go look at a fractal, you look at oh shit! Shout out uh, to Terpene Creative, 13 Canuck, and Jowski, Tits Crow Jaws, Jedi Jaws, and Lord's Crouton. And I don't know what happened with 13 Canuck. He faked it. He faked the funk. Oh, anyway, Hober. So hobering, and you can come up with your own word, but it's basically a fractal. And you look at a fractal, and you have like a hand, and then you go out of here. We'll see if I can do this. It kind of worked for a minute, but out of the hand, you have each one of these fingers. Okay, you're looking at your hand, right? Are you looking at your hand? Everybody look at your fucking hand. Don't look at me. Look at your hand. Okay, look at your hand. Now, imagine out of each finger, you have a wrist with another hand. And then you look at that hand, and now you have little hands coming at it because this is a wrist. Even your thumb, it's all a wrist. Now, if you can imagine, if you can do that infinitely, that's a fractal. I just did a fractal on the Instagram live with my face. I was doing them earlier. I got like my tonsils. Let's see if we can do it. No, we can't do it. Whew, but just that noise gave me a good ab workout. One of the weird side effects of COVID is that it's winding the fuck out of you. It'll wind you if it doesn't hospitalize and kill you. It'll wind you. So this Hober thing, now what it's about thought process. And it's not really an unnatural thing. We all go through it. We just don't really visualize it. We don't think about it in a visualization that often. But sometimes you should. Sometimes you really should, because it's kind of like those circuits, like if yes then, if no then, and you do like the little line and the drawing and all that. But like if you do this Hober thing, if you could draw it to visualize it, it helps. I feel like draw a fractal, like find something. Like for us, we didn't even do the hand. I'm saying a hand, but the Hober is a head, and the head's got a fucking crack in it, and every time the head ruptures, another fucking head with a bunch of necks come out, and now you got 3 heads. You know what I mean? And these are all 3 different heads coming out of your fucking brain. Okay? Now, what those are, for me, taking acid and mushrooms and other hallucinogenics and other heavy death-providing drugs, I felt that those were not only my personalities, but those were how I dealt with things. Because our personalities really, I mean, everybody judges you. Think about how people think about me, like versus you. Okay, like people look at you, they probably think you're like nice or something. They probably think you're quiet. People look at me, they're like, I'm obnoxious, I'm fucking annoying, I'm fucking rambunctious, I'm like human teenager. They look at you, they're like old, they're like organized. They're like, look at that person with their shit together. People look at me, they're like, look at his fucking weekend every day for that motherfucker. I hate him. You know what I mean? And they look at you and they're like, that's nice. He's a Santa Claus looking person, you know, and that's something you can't grow beards yet, but like DJ Liberty, you know, whenever your beard comes in, you'll understand that one. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta realize how people perceive you, and how people perceive us all is based on how we respond to the world around us. And right now we're in this fucking world where everybody has an excuse. My own kid told me that she has short-term memory loss because she locked me out of my own house one time. You know, I see all the time people talking about their PTSD because somebody they know died. People talk. That's the craziest one. Like, really, but motherfucker, like your friend got so depressed that they killed themselves, and so now you're gonna use that as leverage to get attention. Sick, cool move. You know, I don't know. I have a hard time with that. Like, you know, like when Sly died. He was my brother, and so I wanted everybody to know that he had passed, and I wanted everybody to remember his legacy. But I didn't go online, well, until now. I didn't go online and try to think of ways that I could fucking sell his life. You know what I mean? Or his death. I didn't, you know, hey, man, pick up your fucking rest in peace Sly shirt right now. You know what I mean? Get him while it's hot. Or, like, I don't know, you know, like there's certain, you know, like right now there's a lot of people doing tributes to Aware, and they're not marketing it. They're just putting it out there. They're going and they're doing a huge, massive piece, or they're dedicating a canvas or something, and trying to replicate something that he did, or maybe they're just, showing pictures that they have of his work or times that they spent with him. And that's a nice way to homage a person. I don't feel like going and setting up a GoFundMe is necessarily a nice way to homage them. I get it if you need the money. People are probably going to need money to bury me. But I just feel like I see something different going on sometimes with these charities and with these fundraisers, and it's gross. And I fucking, that's why I'm hoping that the music thing is something that's beneficial, because even if, like, dude, all these kids, like, dude, if you could do a song, if you could just sit down with your fucking guitar and not tell me at the beginning of the song that you're going through some shit, if you could just sit down and fucking do a song without explaining how somebody's death has traumatized you, or how how just life is too hard for you, or fucking whatever, like, dude, get the fuck over it. All of it. Like, I'm 45 years old and life ain't getting any easier. Somebody asked me for fucking cheat codes on my Instagram feed the other day. They said, life, why? Well, let's look at how people might be perceiving you, motherfucker. Are you being an asshole? Are you being arrogant? Are you fucking saying by yourself all the time? Are you fucking not knowing how to treat people whenever you do go out? Are you acting like a motherfucking prick face? Are you fucking acting selfish? Are you fucking doing selfish shit? Well, then maybe nobody wants to fucking hang out with you. And maybe that's why nobody wants to hang out with me. Because I used to do some selfish shit. Because, you know what, at some point, you gotta be selfish. I get that. I get that more than anybody. But this is what I was talking about earlier with, you see people going through the same kind of growth that you've already gone through. You're seeing somebody trying to become a hobbyist at some shit that you've been doing as a veteran now, and now it makes you sick. It makes you cringe. It makes you sad inside. And we all have paths. We all have a hober to take. We all have a fucking decision to make. Do we want to be the veteran that acts like a fucking prick? Or do we want to be the veteran that wants to help the noob get in there so that we can keep that hobby going, no matter what it is? Except for pedophilia, I fucking hate that hobby. Like, those people should probably die. In my opinion, people, again, we've got an excuse for those fucking fucks. You know what I mean? We've got an excuse for them. We give them an out because why? Because they're sick. Well, you know what? You know what we used to do with people that were sick in the head and did fucked up things in society back in the day? We hit them with a fucking brick. We put them, we bury them until the head is only poking out, and then we just say, hey, this guy likes to rub his wiener on women, and we're sick of it. The women are sick of the wiener mashing. Steve, he's fucking over his wife getting wiener mashed by fucking dude now. Okay, Steve, matter of fact, Steve's brother's wife got mashed. So what we need to do, bury this fucking guy in the ground, and we just, all the women that this fucking guy, that Chad fucking rubbed his wiener on, everybody gets to hit him with one brick. Chad, I hope you live. You're going to be fucking talking silly, and you're going to be rubbing your wiener in different ways, probably, if you survive this, Chad. But I hope you didn't rub the whole village with your wiener, Chad. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody comes and they go, I couldn't find a brick, but I got this VHS copy of Hook. Bam! On the fucking head. And then now, Chad, you know, what's the limit that Chad can take? Chad touched too many women with his wiener. I can't even, it's hard to, I have a kid, and I love children in a good way. I worked at a daycare, and I see To me, I'm thinking soldiers. To me, I'm thinking next generation. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking, man, that boy's butt looks like a little girl to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I've never understood that. I've never understood a person that could fucking touch somebody's child or even their own. We just saw some fucked up shit where people are selling their own baby for sex. You know what? We don't even need to find out how many people that the mom let smash on the fucking kid. How about we just say, hey, you actually, it's an automatic 100 bricks. Automatic 100 bricks to the head. You get buried up to your neck, and then we watch it on fucking TV. And you know, people are so worried. Somebody was talking shit to me the other day about pornography, about how it desensitizes you. Okay? And I actually think it's the opposite, but that's because I love pornography. I don't recommend pornography for everybody, but I like to make pornography. I like to fucking watch pornography. I like to get ideas on what I can do with pornography. But in a lot of ways, people say, yeah, it desensitizes you. But I'm thinking it does the exact opposite for some people. I'm thinking some people, you know, it's again, you're in your cave, you're not thinking right, you don't know, if you don't know how to treat people, how do you know how to get laid anymore? You know what I mean? If you don't know how to fucking act at the fucking grocery store, Karen, if you don't know how to fucking just not be opposed to somebody that, you know what, like, where I live, a guy with a fucking rag on his head, or a towel on his head, or a burqa, or a fucking shamra, or a shakata, or I don't know. I don't know all the fucking words because I'm a simple fucking two-language speaking motherfucker. I got French and English because I'm too white to run south. I can't go to Mexico. But where I'm at, I enjoy running into an Eastern person. I enjoy running into a European person. They're interesting to me. I don't do their culture. They don't do my culture. Well, if they don't, some of them try. But you know what I don't like? I was in Hawaii, and there was a chick, and it said on her name tag she was from Michigan. But she's talking pidgin to me. Now, if you don't know what pidgin is like the Hawaiian dialect. It's like their slang. It's probably how I talk versus, like, you know, like I'm a Californian. How I talk is, I feel like Californian, but some people say that I sound Southern, and maybe that's because I lived in Texas for a year. But there's times where I feel that I picked up, I was in Philadelphia for a couple of weeks, and I feel like I came back with some East Coast fucking drawl as well, plus this fucked up lisp. I can't even, you know, back in the day, I had buck teeth. Okay? Buck teeth. Okay? I had to get braces. I had to get this jaw thing. It was like a blue fang. And I was a human sprinkler in elementary school. I had a bowl cut, and I fucking and I was a spaz. So I talked through my tongue and my teeth. Right? Now, I wanted to be cool, but this is what I look like. This is who I am. I can't, I mean, I did. I ended up changing. I figured out that my crooked teeth and my tongue dialect wasn't working well with the social world. So and my bowl cut, I still like the bowl cut, you know, and now with the Edgar coming back, the bowl cut is very relevant. Shout out to Chaz, and, oh no, again, I guess Chaz already peaced out. Shout out to Kate. Kate's here. What was that? Computer, what announcements do you have for me?
No messages from today.
Oh, okay.
For earlier ones, go to the left. One new notification.
Okay.
For Jay, t-shirt will arrive today.
Ah, sick. I got NCOM. the evil empire of Tron. I got a T-shirt, so it looks like I'm from the movie Tron. Every day I get closer to being a character from Star Wars, Tron, or my own movie, The Buckskyan Chronicles. Where was I? Bowl cuts, yeah. So I learned how to I learned how to not, even if I didn't get my braces and I didn't get my jaw adjusted, I still would have had to learn how to deal with people being mad at me for being me. Because imagine this personality just even angrier, plus bucktooth, plus spitting in your fucking face. I'm just saying, being a handsome person as I've become, sometimes that's annoying too. Sometimes just being good looking pisses a person off when you walk into the room. I know, because I've seen better looking people than me. So you can imagine what it's like for everybody, because now there's dudes that are trying to be as pretty as chicks, and chicks that want to look like dudes. Although, where I live, there's always been a lot of chicks that look like dudes. And some of you ain't even trying, unfortunately. But you could go visit Kate at her salon, and she will make you look like a girl, even if you're a boy. Because that's the only thing they know how to do there. They don't really know how to make boys at the salon. I mean, there might be somebody that cuts boy hair, but I don't think so. Oh, wait, no, my bad. I think Carlos is cutting her. My bad, Carlos. If Carlos is cutting there, I wish somebody would tell me. I didn't know. I did, because I see him come in, but I don't know if he's working there or if he's working somewhere else. Shout out to Carlos. He does make you look like a man. If you've ever seen any of my cool sideburn haircuts, see if I can find one. But I am allergic to everything that barbers use. And so every time, like even my homie in Ventura, he fucking did the same thing to me. He sprayed me with some shit, and it just melted my face off. My face, I had like Russian dual slices on my face because he tried to line my face up all nice. G-Pain. Oh, G-Pain. Oh, man. Sorry, man. I would have you in the feed, but I can't because I can't. I don't have any way to put the audio into the podcast right now. So I apologize to G-Pain for not being able to bring you in on the fucking podcast today. But in the future, I would be down to have people, like we would have to do like a Zoom or a Skype or something. I'm just not set up for that today. I wasn't even going to go this long, but I got moving on my points, and that's what's important. Oh yeah, no worries. I understand. G-Pain, everybody, you should know that G-Pain is too damn sexy for my show, anyways. But I appreciate G-Pain coming in and typing the word COVID! I'm Buck Stallion. It's the Wake and Bake podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you need to, you can go back in about 20 minutes and you can re-watch this show or re-listen to this show at Spreaker. And in the next 24 hours, it should be available on most of platforms, Google Podcasts, what else? Fucking Deezer, I think, even. No, I'm not on Deezer anymore. But anyways, listen to all my music. Touch yourself while you do it. And thank you guys all for coming and hanging out. Again, I said that. Fuck. What is going on here? 9 Live.